Just like my friend Brent saying the least interesting thing about me is being gay. Hey there, Coach Devin here. I want to talk for a minute a little bit about Carl Nassib, who came out yesterday as being openly gay. He's the NFL's first openly gay player, obviously not first gay player, but first openly gay player who's out there and said, hey, listen, I'm gay. And you know what? I just wanted to talk about it for a second. I think there's been a ton of positive reaction overall online. There's always going to be the trolls and the haters who've got to say something ridiculous and dumb about the whole situation. But you know, what is cool about this is I played football for a long time. I love football. And I love bodybuilding. You know, I played with guys that I was about 99.9% certain were closeted at the time, and then later on they came out, good friends of mine. And you know what, to me, I just don't see what the issue is. And I'm so happy now that we have someone who's saying, hey, you know what, I'm gay. I play football, who cares? I think that, to me, that resonates a lot because you know what, I have a very good friend of mine named Brent. And Brent said to me one time, Brent is gay, and we were hanging out one time doing something, and he said, you know, the least interesting thing about me is the fact that I'm gay. And you know what, that struck a chord with me, and that's a long time ago. We're talking like, I don't know, 1999, I think, when we had that conversation. He's a great guy, and we've been friends for years. And you know, it struck a chord with me because I thought at the time, shoot, you're right. The least interesting thing about me is the fact that I'm straight. It really is. Like, I think the fact that I'm straight has nothing to do with what I can provide in life, what I do for a job, what my passions are, you know what I think, well, I guess some passions maybe, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I think I can provide a lot more interesting things than that. I have a lot more in my life that is important to me than being straight. Like, on a daily basis, I don't think about being straight. And I think Brent said, you know, it's not an interesting thing about me because Brent didn't think about being gay on a daily basis. It's just who you are. And it's nice to finally see what Carl Nassib coming out there and saying, hey, listen, I'm gay. It's nice to see there's people now are starting to get to the point where we're going to get comfortable to say, you know what? This is who I am. If you don't like it, who cares? It doesn't matter. And also, when something else that Carl Nassib said that struck a chord with me, just like my friend Brent saying the least interesting thing about me is being gay, is the fact that he said, I'm looking forward to a time when we don't have to have these coming out videos or posts or whatever. I think that's cool because you know what? In reality, it would be great to be at a time and a place where we all could say, you know what? Who cares? It doesn't matter if you're gay. It doesn't matter if you're straight. What else are you providing in the world? What else are you doing, you know, that is interesting or positive or helpful or whatever the things that are important to you? It would be amazing for me, and I think, you know, I can speak for a lot of people out there. And I say, I would just love to have a time where we are not wrapped up in who's gay and who's straight. My friend Cameron said to me one time, you know what, in about 30 to 50 years, it's going to be weird to just be straight. You know, people will be various levels of bisexuality, and that's cool, and that'll be a good thing for everybody because we can have love for lots of different people. And I'm not saying necessarily I'm a dinosaur, but you know, I think we're going to get to that point where nobody cares about sexuality. I see it now with my own kids. Now that they're smaller, and you know, people don't care if somebody's trans in school. There's a lot of just positivity. Well, that's who they are. Or somebody's gay, they're like, whatever. Somebody's bisexual, they're like, okay, that's fine. Now, what's funny is, you know, I don't think I'm that young. I'm 47, but not that long ago, you know, it was a horrible how dare you thing. And I was fortunate enough to grow up in a family where, you know, women's rights were obvious. No brainer. Of course, women should be paid as much as men. That just goes without saying. You know, anybody who says any different's an idiot. These are the kind of things that my parents instilled in me. And I didn't realize how progressive that was until later. And one of the things that my parents were big on is, of course, gay people should get married. Who cares? My dad used to like to say, my mom also would say, how is it any of your business if someone who's gay and they want to, you know, you're not having sex with them? which is a good point. You're not. So why would you care? Why would you care if a gay person's getting married? You're not getting married to them. And they probably don't want to marry you. So just, give it up. Let's move on. So, my hat is off to Carl Nassib. I think it's about damn time. We had Michael Sam not that long ago come out before the draft process. I think that he was given a kind of a raw deal in the NFL for sure. I think he probably, would have done better in the NFL had he not come out, which is a sad, sad state of affairs. And I think Carl Nassib, he's been in the NFL for 5-6 years. The guy's a solid player. Nobody's cutting him for this. Nobody will have the guts to cut him for this. And this will open up the ability for the NFL to understand, and the rest of the population to understand, who cares? There's no place in my bedroom for you. There just isn't. Because what I want to do in my bedroom with a consenting adult is none of your damn business. Just like what you want to do in your bedroom with a consenting adult is none of my damn business. I just want to say that I feel like it's important that we always are supportive of people who are coming out and saying, hey, listen, this is it. This is who I am. And if you don't like it, too bad. It's none of your damn business anyway. It's amazing. And to me, Carl Nassib, well done. My hat's off to you, dude. I think it's great. I remember seeing the guy on Hard Knocks. Liked him when he was on Hard Knocks. I like him a lot more now. I'm not a Raiders fan yet. I'm still a Bears fan. I'm sorry, but you know what? Carl Nassib, you can come play with my Bears anytime you want. Have yourself an amazing day, everybody. Don't fight the awesome.